Yo, what is up? So today we're gonna start diving into some C++. I need to start learning it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna C plus Unreal. Yep. There was I kinda wanted to start with the Ryan Laley stuff. Let's find his playlist for it. Oh, it doesn't bring up the playlist. Oh, here. No, that's RTS. Where's the playlist? Does he have a playlist for it? No. Oh, no. Okay. We'll just follow the videos, I guess. C++. Part 1, create a class. Let's do this one.
Hello everyone and welcome to the start of our UE5 C++ tutorial series. Over the course of this series we'll be introducing you to how to use C++ in Unreal Engine 5, how to make use of it and how to actually understand it for your own projects. In this first episode we're going to talk about how to create your new class and also expose variables over from the source file in C++ over to.
Well, great. I've seen your streams on here, but you've not done anything with code yet. Nothing with C++. So I know blueprints. I don't know C++. Just blueprints to this point? Indeed, yeah, just blueprints so far. So I'm gonna start taking a day out of the week to start learning C++, because, yeah, it's just something I need to learn. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But welcome in. Welcome in.
Blueprint class in the editor. So, let's get started. When starting a new project, we're going to start off with this menu screen.
Okay, let's open Epic. Yeah, time to actually start learning C++. So, let's launch this bad boy. I'm a software engineer. Code is the way to go, in my opinion. Best of luck. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I know it's the industry standard. It's pretty standard to actually do C++. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to take the time to practice it now. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're gonna do C++. See what he does.
Here. But we're going to choose, we'll go for the first person project, and we're
Sure.
going to choose C++ option here.
C++.
Now, you can do it, start with Blueprint and switch over to C++ afterwards. You can totally do that. But this will make the setup a bit easier. Don't have to restart it or anything like that. So make this on. We'll name it. And we'll do my C++ project. And click create.
Cool. So I'm just gonna call it C++ and create. Is it ever gonna create? Gonna take forever. Okay. Oh wait. There we go. It's launching Visual Studio.
Hello, motherfucker.
Yo, Astro. What's up, Astro? What you got going on? What is up? Okay, so we got Unreal open. Let me close that. Oh wow, this looks different a little bit. Dock that in layout. Not too much, just getting up. Hell yeah, what's the plan for the day? What you got going on today? Robert, yo, what's up, Robert? What you got going on? We're diving into C++ today. Starting to learn some C++. Mess with Carrie, mess with me. Mess with me while I'm stressing over C++. Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan.
When a project opens up, you'll see the usual editor, but it should also open your default IDE. And for most people, this will be Visual Studio, but you can use any IDE.
I'll have to sign in. Hold on.
I personally use Visual Studio.
Let me sign into this. I should have an account. Let's figure out if I have an account. Yeah, I should have an account. Now if I can remember the login info for it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to create a new password. I don't know what the hell my login is to this. Cool. What the hell is this? Okay. Just sign in. Let me save that. I have a document where I'm saving my damn passwords because I got so many now. Let me add this to that. And close this guy. Okay. Okay, we should be good. So, we should be good. Isaac, oh shit, so it begins? Yeah, we're diving into C++. We are diving into C++. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Good thing that's not important anymore. We're diving into C++ now.
So, to get started with our first C++ class, you can go up to the top here, the tools, and here you'll see new C++ class. If you're using
yes.
4, you'll find in file instead. So in button UE5, go to tools, new C++ class. And this wizard is going to open up. It's going to ask you what do you want the parent class to be. You can do an empty one completely.
Okay, so tools, new C++ class. Okay, yeah, we're gonna learn some hard shiz now.
Or based upon actor, pawn, character, anything you want really, down here. Now, most of the time your things are gonna be actors. But
so this is gonna be pretty much like making a like a blueprint class, right? But it's a C++ class. You can make scene components, actor components, actors, pawns, just like blueprint classes. You can make interfaces, function libraries, game state. So how good is your seeing? It's decent. Why you ask? Player states, we can make HUD, world setting class. What's in all classes? Okay, we got a bunch of shiz in here. C++? Yeah, it's C++. It's at least that good. It's at least that good. Okay, so common ones. Oh, hell yeah. Jesse, hey, how's it going? How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. We're diving into some C++ today. So, we're gonna be we're gonna spend the stream absolutely confused. So,
Those two,
yeah.
but it's up to you.
You're not getting
What you
it?
do.
I think I get it. What am I missing? What am I missing?
So let's do some basic setup here. Let's go and put an actor in next, and we'll
Okay.
name it.
Let's make an actor. Oh, you know, see good. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. Nah, I see pretty good. I see pretty good. Okay, so what are we doing here?
And call it one my test actor.
Okay. We will call it the same thing. Oh, at least you have to choose a path for these? Okay.
And we'll click create class.
I do not want it to go in my C drive, that's for damn sure. Or does it have to go in there? Can I put it in here? Where was that just coming from? Source C++. Oh, never mind. I guess that is going in my D drive. I was reading that part right there and it was throwing me off. Okay. Maybe you could watch the basic C++ course video. We're going to be running through all kinds of stuff. I just wanted to run through Ryan lately because he's normally pretty basic and pretty good at explaining stuff. But yeah, I'll be diving into all kinds of C++ stuff for sure.
And that's going to add
So
the header file and source file.
create class.
Our class here. Now these work slightly differently from the blueprint. And typically the workflow is that the C++ class is used to define the class and what they do, and the blueprint that is used by the designer to customize and configure.
What is this? Hold on.
Task they want it to, but they can also extend it to do some.
The project C++ has been modified outside the environment. Press reload to load the updated project from disk. I didn't change anything, but okay. Reload. What is this? Okay. Yeah, watch Ryan too. Yeah, Ryan's pretty good at explaining stuff. He's been doing game dev forever, so I don't like some of his methods and some things in blueprints, but he's generally pretty good. So let's see. So we got this. We got the thing. Same thing.
Some extra functionality, but typically that's where you find the usage going on here. So here we have the generated files that you get from it. This is the source file, the .cpp, and the test actor H file or header file is here too.
Okay, you got the same thing.
Reload all. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the difference between the header file and the source file is the header file is sort of like the table of contents for a class. So this is where you'll define like the variables.
Basically the event graph, right? Is my understanding of it. This is basically kind of the same thing as like when you open a blueprint class. Kind of. That's what this is. And this is, I guess, what, the whole entire project file? Or
and the actual source file is where you
yeah, maybe you could watch Gorka games as well. He does C++. Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff as well. We might run through some Gorka stuff.
How they actually work and what they actually do. You'll also notice when you first load it up, you'll get this window come up. This is the live window, live coding window. And when you compile,
yes, I do have
this is
this.
what will come out with a success or fail, and any errors if they fix. Okay, so once it's finished doing that, you're good to go. So let's take a look at our code that we're getting here in our class. So in the header file, you're going to see.
So do I need to keep this thing open? What did he do with it?
What will come out with a success or fail, and any errors if they fix. Okay, so once it's finished doing that, you're good to go.
He didn't show what he did with it. I guess I could just close it.
So let's take a look at our code that we're getting here in our class. So in the header file, you're going to see the includes, and in the includes we've got the core minimal, game framework actor.h, and myTestActor generator.h. Okay, obviously myTestActor is our one. The game framework is the actor.h because we inherited from an actor, so that's where that's coming from. And
Hey, how come your subs reduced from 1.7 to 1.1? I wasn't at 1.7k subs. It just hit 1.1k today. I don't know. Maybe it was a bug on your end. We weren't at 1.7k though. It might have been 1.07k. Maybe that's what you saw. But now we just now hit 1.1. Were they just bots or something? No. Nope, we were never at 1.7. You might have seen 1.07. Maybe.
And core minimal is just the generic stuff that all actors and all objects have inside. I think it's the minimum they must have. And down here we've got the various definitions we've got going on here. As I say, it's pretty basic because it's just an actor. But up here you've got the class. You can set up here with the constructor, public, protected, and public again. So here they're doing public, setting up the default constructor function, myTestActor. This is where you define your variables and functions, typically in here. But you may want to protect them, in which case down here you've got virtual void begin play override.
What does protected mean?
You've got tick. So these are the functions that you're probably familiar with if you're doing Blueprint. They'll come in here by default for you as well.
So okay. Yep. We got all that. I'm not sure what protected means though. What does that mean? Called when the game starts or spawned. Sets default values for this actor's properties. Called every frame. Okay. Oh, that's so strange though. Yeah, we just now hit 1.1k. Like, maybe an hour ago. Because before that, we had less than 1,100 subs. And we just hit 1,100, like, within the past hour or so. Okay, so this is a tick. And this is pretty much begin play, from what I'm understanding. Yeah, begin play. And you define the variables in this. Okay.
So I won't go through every single thing you're seeing here, like every single symbol. Go check out the primer series of videos. It will help explain a few things that you may not have access to.
The what video series?
Videos, it will help explain as well. So I won't go through every single thing you're seeing here, like every single symbol. Go check out the primer series of videos.
Prime what? What video series is he talking about? I'll see you another time. Have a great day. Hey, I appreciate you stopping in. You have a good one as well, Astro. You have a good one as well.
It will help explain a few things that you may not have access to.
What video series is he talking about? I'm not sure.
So then we've got the CPP file going to that. And here you can see we're including the header file. So that is now including everything that this is including. And in here we've got the constructor here running. And it's just saying it can tick. And then we've got the definition of the begin play, which is not really doing anything. And the tick, which is not really doing anything. Okay.
Okay. The CPP. I guess we can get rid of that right there. Okay. Set the sector to call tick every frame. You can turn this off to improve performance if you don't need it. So if you're not running tick, you can turn it off. Okay. Rusey, sup? What's up, Rusey? What you got going on? What is up? Hey, bro, learning some C++. Nice. Yeah, we're diving into it. We diving into it finally. I'm already a little confused a little bit, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But what up? What you got going on, Starlight Gippy? I got this one question. How do you line your crosshair with camera so it rotates with your camera and shoot? You just put it in your HUD. You mean so that it moves? Hey, Hydrate, I don't know how to do it, but I did here. Yeah, we don't have that stuff on YouTube. Sadly, that only works on Twitch. But sure, I'll hydrate. Appreciate you. Made a healer build on my main character in ESO. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's dope. Yeah, I still never tried out healer in ESO. But hell yeah, that sounds dope. That should be friggin' awesome. You got this and nothing much. Just dropped off my wife's car and just chilling now. Got some Chick-fil-A. Hells yeah. Chick-fil-A is pretty good. I like me some Chick-fil-A. Yeah, we'll see how far we get with this. I mean, I definitely need to learn this, but I'm just gonna be confused for a while.
With a super, this just means they're gonna run their default stuff that they normally run as a gameplay or Delta time. So you can override or extend functionality, but that's all you really need. Okay, so how do we actually make it show information to our editor? Because the whole point of using C++ is you're trying to put performance-heavy stuff in C++.
How about Chick-fil-A? Nah, Chick-fil-A, that off-brand Chick-fil-A. We need Chick-fil-A.
To find run custom classes in here and make it configurable in your editor. So let's go to the header file.
Okay.
And talk about
this
properties. We want to show a property.
Oh, I think I missed something here. So C++ classes have attributed and hold on, let me just pull up the stream. It's hard as hell to read there. If it'll show me.
Editor.
So C++ classes have attributes and methods, basically variables and functions that belong to the class. Those are all called class members. Class members can be public, meaning they can be called by any class. Private means that they can be called by the class itself. Protected means they can be called by one class, and any class is inheriting from it. Okay, that makes sense. So basically any child of that class could also call those variables. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that's pretty similar to blueprints. I guess it's just kind of called different things. But okay, nice. I appreciate you. Now we know. Yeah, I wasn't sure what protected meant. Yeah, okay. That's why it's the A for alpha. Exactly. It's the alpha of all the Chick-fils. Of all the Chick-fils.
Appear in your editor. So what we're going to do is in our public section here, I'm just going to put in a few...
So what's the difference between the... Like the... He said this was the header? Is that what he called this? What's the difference in the CPP and the header? I'm guessing this is kind of like the overall... Like the overall project... like side of things, and this is just for the class itself. I'm guessing that's what it means, but he didn't really go over what this is. He just showed what was in it. Yep, that is what it is. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I thought that's what it meant. When I learn C++, I always go back to blueprint side of things to understand it better. Yeah, luckily, I think knowing blueprints will help me learn this a little bit. So,
new lines.
Yeah.
And you define a property to show in the editor with the keywords uProperty. And in brackets,
let me go back to that.
New lines, and you define property and make it appear in your editor. So what we're going to do is in our public section here, I'm just going to put in a few new lines, and you define a property to show in the editor with the keywords uProperty. And in brackets, you'll put in edit anywhere. These are keywords. Oh, hello. Anywhere. These are keywords to help the engine identify what should be.
Okay, uProperty edit anywhere. And he did that on this, right? On the public side of things. And do I have to have it all capital like that? Does that matter? He did it all caps. uProperty. And brackets, right? Is that the right kind of bracket? Or no, I don't think it is. I think it's that one, right? That's what he's doing. Kind of hard to see. I don't know if that's the right brackets or not. Does it matter? There's like 3 different kind of uProperty. Let's see what that says. Does it say anything when I hover over it? Field. Define. Identifier. Okay, which property? Which bracket is he using? It's kind of hard to tell. I guess that's just the normal. I guess this one? That one? Edit anywhere. Let's do that. Cool. Edit anywhere. Gives us a list of stuff. Okay. Let's see. A .h file is a definition for a class. It works kind of like a table of contents for the class. It will tell what methods, functions, and attributes, variables are in the class. So yeah, that's this thing. You said it's kind of works like a table of contents for the class. Okay. So basically, a table of contents. So does that mean we create other things from this? I guess we'll see. So yeah, this is basically where you create your functions and variables and stuff. And then you do your code in, I guess, somewhere else. Something like that. The CPP file will have the code that the function actually runs. Oh, okay. And we'll have include a header.h at the top of the .cpp. Okay, so we create basically the variables and functions in here, and then we run the code for that in the .cpp. From my understanding. Okay. Okay. Then I'm guessing we have to define that somehow in here for what we're editing, right? Like we have to call this in some kind of way in the .cpp. Every method and attribute will be defined in the .h, but the code itself will live in the .cpp. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. I see. Oh, whoops. We're not playing that. We're playing this.
Shown in the editor. Okay. We call that the reflection system, I think they call it, reflection system. But it looks for these sort of keywords and these visibility checks here to say where these things will be found. So when you do edit anywhere, you can now define the variable itself. You can do it same line or new line, totally up to you. It doesn't really matter, but it's all one bit of code in its own. So here I'm gonna do int 32 and do value like so.
Okay. Int 32 value like that. And then he did that. Yeah.
Okay. So I've defined in my header there is going to be a value which is an integer 32-bit.
Okay.
Okay, and I can edit it anywhere. And what I want to do is now go into my CPP file, and I want it to set the value in my constructor here, for example.
Okay, so you just define it. You don't define what the value is in the header file at all. You just create the variable. You don't set like its default values in there. You set it over here. Hydrate, Lord Kenny. What's up, Lord Kenny? We shall. What up? We're diving into C++. Lord Kenny has entered chat. He has pizza for all. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pizza. Hell
So
yeah.
here we can
But what up? What you got going on?
Value equals 100.
Value equals 100. Right? Value equals 100. So int 32, he's calling, I guess where he said value here, he's naming what that integer is with value, and then he's calling value here and then setting it, pretty much. Guessing that's kind of what's happening. You started with C++ already, nice. Yeah, we're diving into it a little bit. We're diving into it a little bit. I've not got much going on. Just still messing around with Ultra Engine. Hell yeah! How has that been? How has that been? Okay, so I think I get what's happening here. So he's defining that it's an int 32, and he's calling it value, and then calling value here, and then setting what that value, what it is. Definitions are stored in header files. Implementations are stored in the source files. Yeah, that's what Will Gray was kind of telling us. Basically, you use the header file to kind of define everything, like variables and functions like that, and then basically you do all the code for it over here. Pretty much, value is the name, int32 is the type. Okay, now I get it. I kind of get what that is now. Yeah, that's an interesting flow. That's an interesting flow. Okay. That's an easy way to remember. Yeah, I'll get it down. I'll get it down. I'm complete noob to this, so it's gonna take some learning. Which, yes, is a 32-bit integer. Yeah. So, I wonder why I chose a 32-bit integer. I'd imagine there's regular integers, right? I'd imagine so.
And when you're happy with that, you can. I've got it right, haven't I? Value. Yep. Yeah. And that's it really. And this will make it so that the property here is editable anywhere. So they can make it appear in a certain section of the which you typically want to do. Otherwise, it appear like a default blank section. So you know how you have categories on the right hand side of your Unreal actor class. So if I make a new actor here, or go into one of these ones. In your class defaults, you've got these categories, so transform, animation, mesh, so forth. We can make our own ones of those by putting in our header here a comma and then defining again keyword category equals and in quote marks the name of the category you want to do. So we'll do test values.
Okay. So he's doing that in the header. It's all related to the sizes of each one and bytes. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's rare that I've ever used like something that's just like a not a just standard integer. More than int32 and int64, they are Unreal type definitions. Interesting. Yeah, I know in blueprints. Let me look at a blueprint real quick. Variable int. So yeah, it just gives you this and 64. So is a regular integer, is that default 32? Because they have integer 64. So when you create just like this integer, is it actually a 32 bit? Or is it not? It doesn't say 32, but the other one says 64. Regular integers contain 4 bytes. Okay, so I wonder why they don't have... Do they have integer 32s in here? No. So you can't even do that in blueprints. Okay. 4 bytes, 32-bit basically. Okay, so that is 32-bit then. Never mind. 32-bit, 4 bytes. Okay. So one integer is the same thing as 32-bit. So it's 4 bytes. Okay. I didn't know that. Did not know that. Default is 32. Yes. Okay. Okay. Nice. It's just not defined that way. So when you do it in C++, do you, if you want to make just a regular integer like that, do you have to define it as 32 every time? They're just int, but here, let me see. They're just int, but by specifying the number of bits, you can control the number of bits used rather than relying on the compiler to pick the default. Yeah, 1 byte equals 8 bits. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay, so we learned something there. Hell, yeah, okay. Okay, so what did he do here? He set the category of it, and he did that in the header. And he did that... Where did he do that at? In the brackets still? Edit anywhere, comma... Okay. Category test values. How do we spell category? That's gonna be my downfall with this. I suck at spelling. Category test values. Like that. Looks right. Looks right to me.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so let's take a look at that. So once I finish with that, I'm going to save all of it.
Okay. Save all.
Okay. And then I'm going to go back to Unreal and we're going to do a hot reloading. And that is handled by this little button down here, which looks like a Tetris block basically. Click this and it'll recompile the engine and hopefully it'll come out with green with no errors.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Down here. Oh, we got a fail. What happened? Why did we fail? Amine Bernard just subbed. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. Why did we get an error? Why did we fail?
Wait for it to finish doing its thing.
What did we break already? What did we break already? What did we break? Build failed. We broke something. And it doesn't tell you, right? Like, it doesn't tell me what failed, or does it? Error right here. The specifier category expects a value in variable specifiers. Found string constant when expecting a comma or... So something with the category, we just broke it. Look at the console output. There is an error on line 18 of the .h. Yeah, so kind of what it was saying on .h line 18. Is there a way to number these lines? Because that would be useful. I'm guessing this is .8. This is the one. So what did we break? We messed up. It said it was expecting a comma or that right there. Let me look at what he did. Let me see what I did differently. Category equals... Oh, we didn't put it... Is it the equals? Is that what it is? Let's try that again. Maybe. Nope, it failed again. Category equals... Let me full screen that. It's hard as hell to see. Equals... He didn't put a space. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. Maybe that. Let's see. Nope, it failed again. Specifier category expects a value in variable specifier. We have a value, right? I feel like it looks exactly like his. But I guess not. I don't know. It's case sensitive probably. You think so? Yeah, line numbers are helpful. Elect tools, option tools, text editor, and then select either the language you're using or all languages to turn on line numbers and all support programming languages. Yeah, probably case sensitive. Capitalize the C. Oh, and category. And then let me do the line thing you were just talking about. Yeah, line numbers are helpful. Elect tools, options. Where tools, options, text editor, and then select either the language you're using or all languages. Okay. I don't see a language thing. Let me go back to that. Then select either the language you're using or all language to turn on line number and all supported programming languages. Line number. Where's that at? Did I go to the right thing? Tools. Options. I have no idea where that would be. Under text editor in that dialog. Text editor right here. Okay, okay. All languages, and then line numbers. There we go. Yeah, let's turn that on. Yeah, there we go. Now we got it numbered. I like that. It's a lot better. Okay, so let's see if capitalizing that fixes the issue. No, it still failed. What the hell? What's the issue? What's the issue? Test values. Maybe I... Value equals 100. Let me see. Syntax error missing. It's saying it's missing a the semicolon somewhere. Syntax error missing semicolon before the bracket. I don't see a bracket. Saying you forgot a semicolon, but where? Line 14. You said in the CPP. Line 14. Oh, right here? That guy? Is that it? What is this little warning? Light bulbs like this one will show you potential fixes. Oh, on the 100? Is that what I need? I need a semicolon right there. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay. I think it's fine. Good God, the most simple thing, just setting up a variable and I'm already screwing it up. Yay for code. God, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard.
Okay, yeah, so let's take a look at that. So once I finish with that, I'm gonna save all of it.
Yeah, that was it. That's crazy. That's crazy. It was just that. I don't remember seeing him do that, but let me go back and look. I guess he did, but he's probably so used to it that it's just like habit.
Okay.
Let's see where he did that.
These I've got set up here with the super.
Where did he do it at?
For these sort of keyword line, like so.
Oh, he did do it.
So I've defined in my header.
Yeah.
Is going to be a value which is an integer 32-bit.
Okay.
In your class defaults, you've got these categories, so transform, animation, mesh, so forth. We can make our own ones of those by putting in our header here a comma and then defining again keyword category equals and in quote marks the name of the category you want to do. So we'll do test values. Okay. Okay, yeah, so let's take a look at that. So once I finish with that, I'm going to save all of it. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to Unreal and we're going to do hot reloading.
Hello, motherfucker.
I'm down here.
Junum! Yo, what's up, Junum? What you got going on?
A Tetris block.
We out here
this,
screwing up C++.
what
What you got going on?
Come out with green with no errors. Wait for it.
I love C++ so much. You get used to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is just like I'm completely new to C++, so I just gotta get the practice I'm gonna make dumbass mistakes like that. Yeah. Yo, my pickup item don't work? It don't work. Why not? It should. What's happening? What's happening when you try to pick up the item?
Finish doing its thing. There you go, successfully linked patch. So then if I want to add the class now to my scene,
Nothing? Oh god. Do you get any errors when you close out?
find all my classes, by the way, my C++ classes folder. You can see my test actor is now there. And if I want to create a child blueprint of this, I just right click on it and go create blueprint class based upon.
I do need to see this. What's he doing?
There you go, successfully linked patch. So then if I want to add the class now to my scene, I can find all my classes, by the way, my C++
classes, my C++ project. Let's see. So, my C++ classes right here, test actor right here, and I can pull that bad boy in. But I don't see. Did he go over there? Why is he stuck in the corner? C++++++++++. Yes, C++. Yeah, this shit's hard, Rusi. This shit's hard. I know blueprints, but I don't know C++ at all.
There. And if I want to create a child blueprint of this, I just right click on it and go create blueprint class based upon my test actor. Do that.
Okay.
Let's just place it somewhere. I'll put it in the root.
Put it in the content. Okay. Create blueprint. Is this creating a child? A blueprint child of it in the content. Sure. Okay, now we have this. So now we can. Okay, so we have to. I guess we have to do that if we want to move it into the world. We have to make a blueprint class of it. And now we have it in the world. Okay.
And like that. So now I've got this blueprint version of it. And you can see here on the right hand side, test values, it's got its own section.
Oh, it does. It does. Let's look at that. Test value 100. And can we, if we change the value in here, does that matter? That probably won't change anything in the C++ file, right? But what if we change the value in here? I'm guessing we would have to recompile, and would that change the value in the child class that we made? I don't know.
Value already set to 100. Okay, so now my editor can go through, designer can go through and change his values based upon what they want to show in game, which is pretty neat. Now, if you don't want them to be able to change it, so if I just right click and hit do value, you can see we can't actually change the value in the blueprint code.
Okay.
We can only change it in the details.
Okay, so we can't change it in the blueprint. So what happens if I type 20 here? It changed. Oh, you could change it in the details, but you can't change it in the event graph. Right? I'm guessing.
So if you want to make it so you can find and change it on the fly during the runtime, then what you have to do is go into your code here, into the header, and here we're going to add on the edit anywhere blueprint read write.
Blueprint read write. Okay. So that's okay. Oh, we got friggin' ads. Blueprint. Oh my god. Blueprint. What did he do? Read write. All one word. Okay. read write, comma, right? Like that. Yeah. Now my pickup works. I forgot to set the collision of the meshes. Yeah, they need collision. See, yeah, they need collision. Otherwise, yeah, it'll do nothing. C++, the nightmare for ones. Yeah, I mean we need to learn it, but
Adding this extra keyword, let's save it, will mean that I can.
Okay, so let's save it. Save all.
Now access it inside the blueprint as well. So let's go back and
we have to recompile, right?
So let's close that.
Yeah, redo that.
Reload.
Okay, so let's do that. Hey, we got a success. We didn't screw that one up. We didn't screw that one up. Only lines of code that don't require a comma are macros. Nice. Nice. Why only macros? Lord Kenny! What you on about? I guess my absolute noob C++ skills. It's probably pretty painful to watch, right? Okay, so now we get value, and it's 100, and now we can change that in Blueprint. Okay, cool. No. Okay, cool. Cool.
Wait for it to do its thing. And there we go. So now, if I go back to my class I made, my test actor, value is still there on the right hand side because of edit anywhere. But now I should be able to access value as a variable. Okay, so it only appears there if I have it set to blueprint read write in the Visual Studio.
Okay.
Without that, it just means I can exit anywhere. If I don't put any anywhere or any of this, it just means that this is only ever be used in the C++ side of the project.
Okay.
So you can't access it at all in the editor, which is important if you're doing, like, if you're a tools programmer and you want to put some functionality, but you don't want the designer change certain aspects of it because it's critical to the functioning of the class. You can make them hidden like that.
Okay.
Private variables if you want as well. Another keyword we can use as well is if we want to show it, but we don't want to change it. So we have edit anywhere, but we're going to change that to blueprint read only, and we'll make it visible so you can see it. Visible anywhere.
Blueprint read only. Read only. This guy right here. Can I click this? I can. Cool. And then he said visible anywhere. This guy. Visible anywhere. Right. Oh, whoops. Oh, God. How'd I go back? There we go. Don't press enter. It had to line. Okay. Visible anywhere.
So not edit anywhere. Visible.
Keys Gaming, is that C++? I see it is. It is. We're diving into C++. What up, Keys? What you got going on?
Anywhere.
What is up?
We're also going to make it transient.
Transient? What the hell does that mean?
Ooh, hello.
Transient. Okay. Transient. Comma. Okay. So, read only, visible anywhere, and transient. Whatever that means. Did I spell transient right? I think I did.
Okay, and then so all these keywords are working together to make something like this. So basically, the transient specifier. So read only. Let's go through them. So read only means that you can only get the value, you can't set it. Visible means you can only see it, you can't change it in the class defaults. Transient means that the it won't be saved or loaded from a disk. It is so it's a non-persistent value. It's just there. You don't have to store it anywhere or anything like that.
Okay.
And the category we know about is setting it to category there. Okay, so then we're going to save all.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, that created the category. Yeah, I just wanted to check on that. Okay. About to play Skull and Bones? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Have you played it at all yet? Or are you just now about to try it out?
And then back into our project, we'll hot reload, recompile the engine. And when that's done, I can now take a look at the actor. You can see here the value is now grayed out. I can't change.
Okay, so let's do that. Oh, build failed. What did we mess up? What did we mess up? I don't see an error. Error unknown specifier. Blueprint read only. This? Is it because... Let me look back. Is it because I double clicked that thing? Yeah, he doesn't have the... This part. The CPF thing. I guess because I clicked that. It added that in there. Okay. The CPF underscore might cause an error? Yeah, I think that's what it is. And there we go. There we go. Okay. So now we open this guy up. We can see it, and we can't change anything about it. Cool. Autocomplete sometimes breaks the code. Yeah, okay, so I'll just not use autocomplete. Seems like a bad idea. Damn. That sucks. I thought autocomplete would be useful. I've waited so I could stream my reaction to the game. Oh, nice. So are you about to start up a stream and play it? Hell yeah.
Visible means you can only see it, you can't change it in the class defaults. Transient means that the it won't be saved or loaded from a disk. It is so it's a non-persistent value. It's just there. You don't have to store it anywhere or anything like that.
So what would be... Would I get some of the benefits out of C++ if I just kind of like created my classes in C++, but did a lot of the functionality of it in blueprints? Would I still get some of the C++ benefits as far as like I guess the like optimization side of things? I'm guessing probably not, depending on what I did in the blueprint. Sometimes IntelliSense is not intelligent, and it's dumb. Yeah, it makes sense. Autocomplete and IntelliSense are great, but they're not perfect. Yeah, so just kind of be aware of what it says in it. Like I noticed it said the CPF thing under it, but I didn't know what exactly that meant. So, oh, whoops, not this. Go on over here.
And the category we know about is setting it to category there. Okay, so then we're going to save all. And then back into our project, we'll hot reload, recompile the engine. And when that's done, I can now take a look at the actor. You can see here the value is now grayed out. I can't change it. Okay, that's because it is visible and read only. So I can see it, but I can't change it. Same goes for in Blueprint here. If I go to value, go down, I can only get the value. I can't.
Let's see. My recommended way to work is to define base classes in C++ and to convert code that bottlenecks your game to C++. Might never need it, but it makes the conversion process a lot less painful. So define base classes in C++ and convert code that bottlenecks your game to C++. So basically kind of like what I was saying like a second ago, like create the classes in C++ and then like you can do things in the blueprint class, but if it's something that kind of causes performance like drops, do that part in C++. Is that kind of my idea of what you're saying here? Or am I wrong? Like say if I'm doing a bunch of things that involve like tick or like for loops and stuff like that, probably do it in C++, but other simple things I could probably do in Blueprint. Oops, not this. Yes, basically, okay. See that, I like the idea of doing it that way. Because I know blueprints, that's probably just why, but I'm sure once I learn C++ more, I'll get a better idea of how I would want to deal with that.
Set it. Okay. That's all we're right about there.
Okay, so we made it through.
We've now got a variable showing from our custom class into our editor, allowing game designers to take on what we're setting up and make the game we want to make. In the next episode, we're going to go through and showcase how to expose functions and events over in from our C++ class into our editor Blueprint class.
Okay.
Watch the next episode right now over on patreon.com/Ryan Laley, where you can find all my videos early from just $1 a month. Massive thank you to all my patrons and YouTube members for their continued support in the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Cool. Okay, so that wasn't that bad. I made a few mistakes, made a few whoopsies in there, but I kind of get the idea of making classes now. Kind of get the idea behind it, how it works, so that's cool. The thing is going to be like trying to remember all of these little things like the blueprint read only, visible anywhere, transient, creating the categories I guess isn't too bad, defining the variables, and yeah, remembering all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to have to get used to that. Just memorize it, I guess. So what was the other thing we did there? We changed it from...
This is a reminder to save your work now, for fuck's sake.
Save? Sure. Let's do a save all here. And we'll do a save all over here. So let's change that back to edit anywhere. And then what was the other thing? Blueprint. It was blueprint write read, right? Write read is what it was. Might be wrong. I guess we'll figure out. I guess I don't 100% understand the transient still. He kind of said what it was, but I don't exactly know what that means. Blueprint read write. Oh, whoops, I did it backwards. Blueprint read write. There we go. Let's see if I broke it. Hey, we did it. Cool. Cool, cool. I don't understand transient either. I don't use it anywhere. You don't ever use it. He explained it. I'll go back to where he said it.
Here, into the header. And here we're going to add...
Where's it at?
So let's go back and...
I just didn't quite understand what that meant when he said what it is.
Which is important if you're doing, like, if you're a tools programmer and you want to put some functionality, but you don't want the designer change certain aspects of it because it's critical to the functioning of the class. You can make them hidden like that. Also make them private variables if you want as well. Another keyword we can use as well is if we want to show it, but we don't want to change it. So we have edit anywhere, but we're going to change that to blueprint read only, and we'll make it visible so you can see it. Visible anywhere. So not edit anywhere, visible anywhere. And we're also going to make it transient. Ooh, hello. Okay, and then the category is the same. So all these keywords are working together to make something like this. So basically the transient specifier, so read only, let's go through them. So read only means that you can only get the value, you can't set it. Visible means you can only see it, you can't change it in the class defaults. Transient means that the it won't be saved or loaded from a disk. It is so it's a non-persistent value. It's just there. You don't have to store it anywhere or anything like that.
You don't have to save or load it from a disk. But like what does that mean? Like it's just there. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I tell a lie, I used it once. You used it once? What'd you use it for? In a save game object? Okay. Okay. The specifiers you add to the U property is entirely dependent on your use case. However, U property also makes things for garbage collection. Transient means it won't be saved or loaded. Okay, so means it won't be saved or loaded. So does that mean hey, you used it in a save game object? So if it won't be saved or loaded, I don't know. I guess I still don't quite get what that means. Like, wouldn't if you use transient in a save game object, does that mean that you can't save it? Like if I wanted to throw, say, this variable in a like save system, I couldn't do that if I had it as transient. Is that what that means? I might have that completely wrong. I understand everything else he's doing here. The transient one is throwing me off. I could have it wrong. I perhaps didn't set it in a save object. I did use it somewhere before. I can't remember where. I've never used transient, so no one uses transient. Okay. So it's not that important, I guess. So I'm kind of curious though, from the way he explained, from my understanding of it, is you wouldn't be able to save it if you use transient, right? Like he's saying it won't be stored anywhere, but I'm not sure if that means it can't be stored anywhere. You could use it in your current item in Mario Kart. Mario Kart doesn't let you save in the middle of a race, and you can't take items from one race to another. So mark it as transient. You get rid of the item between races. Okay, so like, okay, so if it's a variable, so basically if a variable just doesn't have to be saved at all, right? Like if you know you're making a variable and you know you don't need to save that information, you can make it transient. But what is the benefit of that? Does that just save disk space? Is that kind of the point of doing it that way? Guess that could be used for something that's automatically obtained during gameplay, such as a health regeneration rate. Okay. But sometimes health regeneration rate can change. Like, say, if you have skill points that increase your health regeneration rate, right? Like, you might want to save that information. If it's something that changes with, like, leveling or something like that. But in an RPG, you probably wouldn't want your level, stats, or XP set as transient because you want to save them between play sessions. Okay, so basically, if you know you're making a variable and you don't need to save it, you can make it transient. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I think I get the idea behind it. Okay. In that case, health regeneration rate is something that is not something that needs to be saved and loaded from disk, as it's recalculated each time the game starts or the character's state changes. Okay, so I'm guessing it's just kind of a thing that saves memory space. Is that kind of the benefit of doing something like that? Transient properties are always initialized to 0 and are not serialized to disk. Time to use one is if the object at runtime will set the variable. For instance, let's suppose you have a character that has max health as a value set up by the designer, which you treat as a constant at runtime. At runtime, you'd copy that value into a transient called current health. Current health would go up or down. It could be compared to max health. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I get the idea behind it now. Okay. And that's something that you can't do in blueprints, right? Or like you can't make something transient, like a variable transient in blueprint, right? Not that I'm aware of. Exactly optimizes memory usage and serialization performance. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to know. Now we know. A buff food could be transient. Yeah, something like that. A buff food that has like a certain value or something in it that doesn't change. Like if you can't upgrade and change the buff food. Okay. I took this answer from UE Forum. Hell yeah. Okay. So I get the idea behind it now. Okay. That makes sense. So it does seem like it could be useful. It's just like straight up an optimization kind of situation, or memory space kind of situation. Okay. So I kind of get the idea behind that now. Based on your solution, you might need to install extra components for a full development experience. What do I need to install? I don't understand nothing about C++, even the Unreal C++. Should I install this stuff? They say it, I probably should. Yeah, I don't know C++ either, Junum. I'm completely new to it. I am completely new to it. Junum HRQ, where to use a transient variable? Yeah, Google. Just looking it up. Rather than writing a bunch of lines of code, making it transient would optimize the code. Yeah, that's good to know. I might actually use that for some things. If it's gonna save me any kind of disk space, I could see that being useful. Transient Unreal Engine, that's what he looked up. That's what Judah looked up. There it is. That was the solution he looked up. Hell yeah, okay. So just to kind of get the, should I install this? .NET Framework 4.6.2 targeting pack, MSVC v143 versus 2022 C++ 64 and 86 build tools. Guessing I need this. Screw it. Let's install it. And the name of the topic was that. Hell yeah. So, yeah, I could see myself using that. I generally don't make, like in blueprints, I don't really make a lot of variables that don't get changed over time. Like most, I would say like 90% of the variables that I do make are something that I want to save, but sometimes I do make variables that don't get saved. Sometimes. I don't think you need it right now. The C++ build tools might be nice. Well, we're already grabbing it. We're already installing it. Hydrate? I shall. Appreciate you. While this is downloading, we could play music, I guess. Cool. So we actually learned a good bit there. I'm trying to learn as well, and using VS Code with Copilot is helping. So we can create some things in C++ and use it as a blueprint. Yeah, so the tutorial we just went through, you could create classes in C++ and then bring them into Unreal Engine, and yeah, you could turn it into a blueprint class and do things with it in here too. That's what we did. We created the class in C++, and then we brought it in here and we made a blueprint class out of it. And we have the variable that we set in C++. And we could do things in it, in here. That's what I do? Yeah. That's definitely probably going to be my flow at some point. Now that I'm kind of learning it, I could see that being useful. And would this make the project lighter? Okay. It's just easier. You don't need to use C++ for everything. I gotcha. Some people might say you need to, but that's just bullshit. So it doesn't technically do anything that will help performance doing it that way. What about like the execution? Like you could do a lot of the stuff in the blueprint class, and then you could do some of the stuff in the C++ version of that class. Like I guess things. That's what they were saying earlier. Like things that might cause performance issues, do it in C++. Otherwise, you could just do it in blueprints. So we can alternate between the modes. Interesting. Yeah, so you could use the blueprint version and the C++ version of the class. That is interesting. I kind of like that. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's called the hybrid approach. Yeah, I think I would probably stick to the hybrid approach, especially since I'm so comfortable with blueprints. Nice. I dig that. I dig that. Oh, we got ads. I'm gonna go and take a pee break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see what I missed. Let me catch up with the chat here. By the way, if you call an engine function in Blueprint and want to call the equivalent function in C++, you can hover over the function in Blueprints and it will tell you what library to use. If you want to call an engine function in Blueprint, I want to call the equivalent function in C++. It will tell you what library it uses. Let me read that again so I can kind of take it in what you're saying here. You call an engine function in Blueprint and want to call the equivalent function in C++. You can hover over the function in Blueprint and it will tell you what library it uses. So like, like if I make a function in Blueprint, like make a function and hover over it, target is my test actor. Does that doesn't expose it to anything in here, right? Is there a way? There's not a way to say if I made a function and implemented it in here. Is there a way to get that into the C++ file of this? I'm guessing not. That's not what he means? Okay. He means a pre-made function in the Unreal library? Oh, a pre-made function. I see, I see. So, like, just one of the nodes, like, get actor of class, something like this. Yeah. Okay. Gameplay statistics. Is that a node? No. I tell you from 13 years of programming and as a professional that I find code much easier to read and work with over something like a blueprint. Really find visual scripting stuff like those node graphs cumbersome to use. Yeah, but it also could be just kind of like what you're used to, right? Like I'm used to blueprints, so I could see how, like, you know, being more used to this could make you feel that way. But I'm sure like once I actually get used to C++, I might feel the same way. But right now I am so much more used to blueprints. So like I feel like I just gotta learn the flow. I just gotta learn the flow to kind of understand how I'm gonna feel about it, you know? Like, once I actually get comfortable in it, I'll probably do a lot in C++, I'd imagine. I really find visual... Oh, okay, I read that. I've arrived. Will this be like a tutorial to teach C++? Salvador Speed, what's up? What's up? No, we're learning. We're just learning C++. I do not know C++, so I'm just chilling and we're learning C++. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. He's learning C++, so you can learn along with him? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just learning. Get player camera manager, for example. You gameplay statistics. Forget all actors of class. Okay. Let's look at that again. Get actor. You play statistics. Where do you see that at? Get player camera manager. Oh, is it here? When you hover over it here? Where do you see that information? You gameplay statistics for all actors of class. Target is gameplay statistics. Okay. Okay. So that. Target is gameplay statistics. This one is... Target is gameplay statistics. What about... What about... Control rig component? Target is actor. Okay. 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 Totally a personal preference between the blueprint and code, but I think that you'll get more comfortable in code over time. You already know how to think logically with ifs, else, and loops. It's just a syntax for you mostly. Yeah, it's just kind of like I understand the flow of how you know coding and blueprints works. So I think that's gonna help me learn C++. It's just like learning the flow, learning what things are called in here, like, you know, like all of this stuff. I think I should be able to get C++ down faster than I learned the blueprints. So, yeah. Target is gameplay statistics means gameplay statistics library. So yeah, like in the like if I were to go into the Unreal Engine C++ file, it would be in that, like where it says that somewhere. Target is actor. Like if I opened the actor C++ file, it It would be in there somewhere. Okay. So let's just make another class just so I kind of get it down. So that was under tools, do C++ class. Ooh. How does it, when you make a C++ file, what does it do with your... So it does make a blueprint class for your first person character, but is the... Where's the parent class of this? It opens it up in Visual Studio. C++, it brings up the character H. So let's look at this. This is for the character class. This is what it looks like in here. C class, you input component. C class, you skeletal mesh component. C class, you camera components. C class, you input action. Or a class. I don't know why I was saying C class, but class. You input mapping context. Struct F input action value. Declare log category extern. Log all, and this is the generated body. U property visible defaults only. Category equals mesh. Use skeletal mesh component. Mesh IP. Okay. What is visible defaults only? Because they have this one visible anywhere. Edit anywhere. Okay. Okay. You go to the go to actor in C++, so you can use get actor transform somewhere, such as begin play. Actor in C++. How do I pull up the actor in C++? How do you do that? Is there a way of doing that? Right here, C++ class. So this brings up an actor CPP and a actor.h. Oh wow, look at how big this is. Look at how big this one is. The biggest difference between C++ and Blueprints is in Blueprint, you have access to all functions all the time. In C++, you have to explicitly include it. This is part of the reason as to why C++ is faster. Pay for what you use rather than what you could potentially use. Okay, so yeah, in Blueprint, all of that stuff is exposed. All of that stuff is just automatically exposed, and if you want to do it in C++, you have to make it. You have to make it a part of your C++ file. So that's the Unreal Engine actor class? Yeah. Yeah, this is like what they did to build the actor class. Those there are forward declarations. They're useful if you don't need to include the file, or if you have included the same file you are currently viewing in the file you're trying to include. That's the base class. You don't want that, but you can use it to check out what methods actor has. Yeah, so you can basically see what they did to create what is an actor class in Unreal Engine, which is friggin' huge. There's a lot going on in here. Most things in Unreal are children of the actor class. Yeah, most things are actors. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to close the whole thing. Let me go back up here. New class. Let's create an actor class. So yeah, that's everything that controls what the actor class is, right? What we were just looking at. Let's make this. What do we want to make this? Let's make this a shovel. Sure. There's gonna be a shovel. And we don't need actor CPP. Reload all. Let's close the actor stuff there. So now I gotta remember everything. Let's generated body public. Where did we create the variable? Let me just look at what we did over here and try to recreate some things. So on the public,
yeah, it's gonna be fun on the bun.
Nasid just followed. I appreciate the follow. Welcome in. So what we did here, under my test actor, we added some lines. Right. Let's make a... We did the U property. Okay. U property. What did we do over here? We did all of this stuff. Let's just make the variable. What do we want this variable to be? A... I don't know, like a weight? How do floats work? Do I have to define them specifically? U property float. And then property float 245.7. And then... Oh wait, no, we want to name it. We don't want to set it here. Float weight. Right. And then we want the semicolon thing. I feel like I messed something up. What do we want? We're not getting that blue color, so I'm guessing this float isn't coming in right. What's it saying here? Include... Let me... Is that what I need? No. See what it says here. Let me see. Do I need the U property? Oh, is it the colons? Is that what it is? I was wondering if that's what it was. Okay, the brackets. That U property float. Your float, yeah. So let's see. It still seems to be... Oh, is it because I had it capital? Is that for real? All it was? I just do float? Okay. So that kind of thing matters. Good to know. Okay, float weight. And then we can go back. And... we could do some of this too, I guess. We can edit anywhere, blueprint, read, write, comma, what was the other thing? The transient, category, sure, category, we will make this stats, sure, category stats, oh, equals stats, category equals, do we need the equals? How much does that matter? Equals stats, float, weight. Then we go to the CPP. Good save all. And on the CPP over here is where we define value equals 100. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun on the bun.
Hey, someone else followed. PBR Lottie. Hey, I appreciate the follow. Welcome in. How goes it? How goes it? We're kind of new to C++, so we're kind of learning it here. So we're gonna define weight equals, I don't know, 437.2, right? Let me look back at. We made weight capital, so I think that matters, right? Weight equals 437.2. And that's all we needed to do in the CPP, right? You can also initialize values like this. Float, your float, 10, 10. Like in the .h file, we could do it that way. Or do we have, or like, let's code in your CPP file that isn't functionality, so we can define it in the .h file. Doing it that way. PBR Lottie, hey there, watching you second day in a row. Felt like I was felt like it was the time to log in and follow for the sake of not losing you. Hey, well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, I'm on all the time, most days. That's heavy shovel. That is heavy shovel. The shovel is 400 pounds. GI in your project, or good luck in your project, or is that GL? Yeah, this is a heavy shovel. This shovel is 437.2 pounds. I didn't even think about that. It'll be okay though. Oh, good luck. Hey, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're just right now. I know blueprints pretty well, so like I don't know C++ very well. So we're gonna start taking like a day out of the week to just kind of like focus on C++ to try to get it down. Yes, in the .h. Okay, so let's try that out this time. Let's define the weight in the .h and see if that works. So you said you could do it like, I could put it in brackets, your float. Okay, so let's see. Would I put the semicolon after that? 437.2 and then semicolon. Does that work? Like that? Apocryph's 1980. Thor shovel? It is Thor shovel. It is Thor shovel. It's a heavy ass shovel. Okay, so let's see if that worked. So let's recompile. Build failed. I guess we did something wrong. What did we do wrong? Semicolon. while parsing class a shovel. Found bracket when expecting a semicolon. Ooh, on... Hold on. Where did it say that? Line 18. So, for curly brackets? Oh, the kind of bracket matters. Okay. So like that? Should that fix it? Let's see. No, build failed. Found... Saying it found... Found a bracket that it's not wanting to find. Wait. Curly bracket. Value.
This is a reminder to save your work now for fuck's sake.
Save? Let's save all. We'll save all over here as well. So... Why is it breaking? Wrong brackets. Curly brackets. Okay. Hey, that should fix it? You didn't save it? Oh, is that what it is? Is it because I didn't save it? The save matters. Okay. I'm guessing it's compiling the actor class that we opened. Would be my guess. Because we opened it. Winston, put it below the macro? What macro? Where's the macro? I'm not sure what you mean. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, we got a success on that one. We got a success on that one, and now we can go to our classes here. And here's our shovel. Let's create a class of that, throw it in content. And now we have a shovel class with our weight here. Hell yeah. So we know how to make classes now. We know how to make classes now. That's freaking awesome. I think I can get this down pretty good. Pretty easily. That's friggin' awesome. So, put it below the macro. What do you mean, put it below the macro? What am I putting below the macro, and where's the macro? Yeah, I kind of like defining it in here better. I think I would probably prefer that. Defining it where I'm creating it as well. I think I like that better than throwing it over here in the CPP file. Makes more sense to me. UProperty is the macro. Generally, people define the variable below the macro, but you don't need to. Oh, so you can like, so like where we like just like that, like just press enter and throw it down there. Okay, so I didn't know this was considered a macro. I see now. I see now. So, do we need to recompile after doing that? Let's see. Oh, we got friggin' ads. Why is it taking so long on the shovel compiling? It wasn't taking that long on the first little test thing that we did. Is it because we have both of these things open? I don't know. Okay, so we still got it here. Cool. Cool, cool. Cool. Yes? Hell yeah. So I feel, I guess, pretty confident in making classes now. And we can just make a bunch of variables. So anytime we make a new variable, so like say we wanted to make just add another variable to this, do we just do the same thing? U property, and then do all the same stuff. Edit anywhere. Blueprints. Read or blueprint. Read. Write. Transient category equals stats, and then whoops, not that. And
it's gonna be fun on the bun.
Elite Tech Works followed. I appreciate the follow. Restarting the editor might help. Okay, we could do that real quick. Let's do a restart. Let's close. Save. Let's see. C++. No problem. Happy streaming. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we learning some C++. I'm new to C++. So complete C++ noob here. I know Blueprint's pretty good, but completely noob to C++. So when you open it, does it not automatically open the C++ file now? Would I just have to come here and open it here? Where'd my shovel go? It could not be loaded because it derives from an invalid class. I think it deleted my C++ stuff. Why did it do that? I should tell you that hot reloading is not that good and can break things. So what would be the other option? It looks like we lost our classes somehow. Oh, good luck. I am still at Blueprint. Yeah, I'm completely new with C++. I'm pretty comfortable with Blueprint, but yeah, C++ is new to me. So we lost our C++ files. Why did that happen? Open the .send file where your project is stored on your drive. You have to build from source. So let's find it. This one. You said open the .sln file where your project is stored. Where would that be? Oh, this thing right here. Close the editor after making a change, build it from Visual Studio, and then open the editor again. I used hot reloading for ages until it gave me a bunch of problems, and I had to completely redo my project twice. I've never used it since. So let's see. Do we have to rebuild from here? So you're saying close the editor after making a change, build it from Visual Studio, and then open the editor again. So I would close this editor, right? And then how would I build it from Visual Studio and then open the editor again? How would I build it from Visual Studio? Build solution? Would it be that? Close the editor and build from source. Let's see. The SNL stands for solution, by the way. Okay. Nice. I didn't know. Visual Studio projects are called solutions. Nice. I didn't know that. Okay. So click build at the top, build solution. Build at top, build solution. And you said close the editor when I do this? Like don't have this open at all? And then build from here. Build solution. Like that. The play button in the top middle. Yeah, green triangle. This guy right here. Or... oh, this guy right here. Or no. This guy. Right here. Right? Oh, we got 8 errors. Why did we get 8 errors? Hot reloading can be beneficial for some things, but even Epic Games encourages against using it. Okay, that's good to know, but what did we build it again? Let me turn the music back on for a second. So just build it again. Build solutions. Yes, the local Windows debugger. Yeah, the stuff. Yeah, we still got 8 errors. Why? Digital, yo, moving up to C++ from Blueprints? Yeah, we trying to. We learning a little bit. We learned how to make classes and stuff. Oh, something is definitely broken? Possible null reference argument for parameter other and void hash string union with enumerable string other? Something broke. What broke? That's not even you? That's Unreal? Something broke in Unreal? How? How is that possible? Go to shovel.h line 20. Errors in other files don't matter. Go to shovel.h line 20. Oh, is it this? Is it because we never finished defining this? Yeah, something's broken here. We started this variable and never finished it. Is this wrong? Is it that? Float. And we'll call it length. Curly brackets. We'll make it 500.75. Is that what it is, maybe? You need to do that? That could be it, actually? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yes? Now we got 10 errors. Why do we got 10? How did it go? We didn't even build. Okay, let's try to build that again. Let's see what happens. Oh, we didn't put the semicolon. We might still... Let me do that. Should work now. Build it again. Let me try to... I forgot a semicolon there. Let me try it again. Yeah, remember the semicolon? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That's a long shovel? We gonna have a big long shovel, boy. A big old long shovel. No issues found. Okay, I think we're good. I think that did it. So, we can just... Alright, so how do we... Remember to save too? Yeah, I'm gonna get that save spam down there. So, when we open the project now, what do we do? Oh, it's not done building, is it? Or is it not? So Visual Studio is absolutely terrible? Is there another way? What do you use? Oh, we got errors. What happened? You should expect a bunch of errors like that don't even mean anything? What the hell are these errors? Control Shift S should save. Control B is build. Play button? I don't think it'll let us play with these errors, will it? What the hell are these errors? Nullable warnings. I use JetBrains Writer? I've never heard of that. So if I press play, what happens? With the errors. It opened. We have our classes back. Did it... Okay, so now it's saying no issues found. So does it just throw errors like that if you don't play? It's getting null because like Unreal Engine just isn't open? Is that what happened? Something like that? Oh, we got a driver ready. I'll update that after the stream. I use Sublime Text plus the Unreal Build tool through Commander. It's much faster, and there is no help from IntelliSense. Interesting. Nice. Yeah, maybe I'll change it up. I'm gonna use Visual Studio for now since it's common and probably gonna have the most tutorials, but maybe I'll change it down the road. Okay. So that seemed to fix. Does it rebuild when you press play? Is that something that happens? We got our shovel. It's 500.75 whatever length, centimeters, meters, feet, something. It's 437.2. Where did the 00012 come from? If it hasn't already built, it will build when you click play. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. Just remember to always build from source whenever you make a change. Yeah, don't do the thing that Ryan was doing down here. The recompile, reload C++ codes from game system on the fly. Yeah, this thing. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, well, I think we did some solid learning today. We know how to make classes. We know how to define variables in C++. And that's useful. I think that's what we're gonna call it. I think in the next part we'll follow the next Ryan Laley video and follow the thing for like creating functions. So yeah. But I'm gonna take a break and chill out for a little bit, and I will be back. Let's see what's going on Twitch. You'll be back later? Yeah, I'll be back. We'll do some functions and stuff. We'll do some of that later. But nice. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was... We had a few whoopsies in there, but... Awesome stream as always, man. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, let's raid out to Keys Gaming, who is in here. He's on Skull and Bones, playing that Skull and Bones. So let's raid out to him. Alright. So, yep. That was fun. We learned a bit about C++. Not as bad for the time being. I'm sure it'll get more confusing later. Catch you soon, man. Hey, I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you hanging out. And I appreciate the help. Appreciate some of the tips there. So, yep. I'll be back on in a few hours. We're going to raid out to Keys Gaming, who's playing some Skull and Bones.